Hello, guys. It's another episode of No Show Theater, only today it's not actually a no show. It's a major system issue with VIP Kids. This morning we were all teaching happily along, and suddenly we were bumped from the website. We're still kind of not sure what happened, and they tell us that they're working on it, but so we're all locked out of the website and not able to teach our classes this morning. So that's an interesting twist uh, in the saga of the VIP Kid teacherdom. That's where we are. This is the first time since I started in March that we've had this large of a system problem at one time. I've had other system problems, but I've never been kicked out of the website for this long. So I'm just kind of refreshing and waiting, and of course missing classes. And this has been an interesting week for me because yesterday I had to cancel my first classes since I began my contract with VIP Kid, and I was really upset about it yesterday. And then I thought, there are worse things in this world to get upset about. I love my job and I still have my job, and I'm just not going to let myself get all worked up about it. So we ended up having a great day. I really enjoyed being up with my babies when they woke up. That was really awesome. I never get to wake up with them, so that was really nice actually, to have some time with them when they're still a little bit sleepy and not on full blast. So I was just going to show you all what I've been doing in this time. I got these great cards at Dollywood. You remember the baby bear from my other video? And I've been filling out some little notes to my regular students to just say, thank you for booking me, and thank you for letting me be your teacher, and I'm proud to be your teacher. And just a little note, and there is some information on Fresh Desk on how you can do this too if you're interested. But that's that. And I really wanted to take a second and just sit down with you all and talk to you all about just general stuff like me and how my classes are going and how my experience in general has been with VIP Kid. I do a lot of these like tutorial videos and these how-to videos, and because of that I have reached a lot of people, and I really enjoy talking to you all. I enjoy responding to your comments. I enjoy reading your emails. This has been kind of crazy. You all have been super supportive of me, and I really, really appreciate it. I thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos. However you find me, I appreciate it. I appreciate your viewership. You can subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you're interested. About me, I have taught now about, I think it's over 800 classes with VIP Kid. Let's see. 815 classes with VIP Kid as of this morning. So over 20,000 minutes of teaching down. I'm really excited. I guess I'll hit my, I should hit 1,000 classes by my 150th day, which is kind of something that I wanted to do. So I'll be excited for that. Now, I don't know if you all watched my work-life, home-life balance video, but I will tell you that I have been trying a little bit more to find a balance. So I'm actually going camping with my family this weekend. I ordered a tent off of Walmart.com yesterday, an instant cabin. So we'll see how that goes. We love camping, but we are not campers. And I don't really know how to say that in any other way, other than that. Yeah, we love to go camping, and we go camping when we can, but it's been a few years, and it's just really hard. As some of you all know, we have 6 children, 2 of which are 1-year-old babies, and camping and babies, they don't really mix. And I will tell you that finding a babysitter for 2 children, 2 1-year-olds, is really hard. Like, I can usually get one of them out, but getting both of them somewhere is kind of impossible. So that's kind of where we are. I'm like, I don't know. We have this camping trip planned, but we'll just have to see how it goes. Everything that we do and everything that we plan as a family this big is very tentative. I know, like, my teenagers, one of them is taking a driving test today. So, like, it's really hard to plan anything when you don't know, like, oh, are they going to be able to drive or are they not? So, we're just in this awkward, I feel like our family is kind of like VIP Kid. We're having some of these growing pains, like their website isn't working right now, or I know some of the new teachers feel like they're not getting booked as fast as they would like, or they don't have the support they want, or they don't know, you know, the interview process is how it is. So, like, we're kind of in the same boat. So I have 2 teenage daughters who want to be adults. I mean, you all remember being 16, almost 17. You think you're a grown-up, and you're not. And it's really hard for me because, as you all may notice, I'm 32. I'm not, I feel like sometimes I'm just not qualified for this job. And a teenage adoption is totally different than adopting a child or, you know, a baby. It's kind of hard to explain. It's really hard sometimes. Yeah, we're feeling the growing pains now of that. So I'm trying to get them to drive. I'm trying to get their licenses. I'm trying to give them more freedom, but it's a struggle. So there's a real moment for you all. I'm struggling with that. And, of course, having a foster child right now and having our baby is also very stressful. It's very, like, so I've got a lot of things going on both of those fronts. And, of course, I have a 12-year-old boy who's going through some changes right now. And I have a 5-year-old girl who, although she is wild, is probably my least complicated child at this point. So, I mean, it's really never a dull moment. Growing pains everywhere, you know. I'm just doing the best I can. And I guess, you know, in a way you could say I'm growing too. I'm just trying to figure this whole thing out as a mom. And it's really hard. I want to be a good mom. Like, and I think my kids, I think sometimes they might take advantage of that. Because I want to be perceived in a certain way. And they know I give myself a hard time about it. And it's not that they would ever say, like, oh, you're a bad mom or anything like that. It's just that they'll play up like, oh, I can't do, you don't let me do anything, or you don't, you know, do this or that, or you don't support me in this way, or you don't help me in this way, you don't listen enough in this way. And I'm like, I feel like that's all I do. But I understand. I remember being 16 and it's not fun. 16 and 17. I don't think I would go back. Everybody always says, like, oh, if I knew then what I know now, I would go back. And I'm like, okay, I guess I understand. You know I gave my mom a hard time, so I guess I understand. They don't know what they're saying or what they're doing, but I know it'll work out. So there's teacher Amanda's real moment for the week or maybe the year. Yeah, like I think we can totally relate it back to VIP Kid. That's the way it is. I know I feel like I'm just kind of rambling, but I also feel like this is something that some of you all want, is just a little bit more of like some of my real life stuff. And so here is the real life stuff. This is how it is being like a foster and adoptive mom of a large family. This is not how I planned it, and I know I say that way too much. This is not what we planned. I have my moments where I'm like, you know, we kind of made this life what it is. Like, there are times when I'm extremely proud of what we've done, and I say, like, okay, if I reflect back on my life, yeah, like the way that this has worked out is exactly how it should be. And then there are times when I feel like the worst mom in the world. And I feel like, I don't know, like I feel like I've failed them in some way. I don't think that's fair to say about myself, but it doesn't mean I don't think it. So that's just how it is. It's really an interesting situation when you choose to be somebody's parent. When you have a baby, you know, you are the way you are. And this is life, and that's the way it is. But when you open your door in your life to to another child, to another, when you take on a child instead of being, them being, and that just being the circumstance, and it is what it is, and you're in it together. When you take on a child, you do feel a certain responsibility to be a certain way. You want to be the parent that everyone expects you to be, as like this saintly adoptive mother. Like, you want to be like who people think you are as a mom, and then you also want to give your kids, like, I just want to give them everything that I think they deserve. But I'm not perfect. And although I feel like most of the time I'm doing the right thing, I just think did I take on too much, or did they deserve somebody better or somebody different? I didn't mean to get so emotional. But I would just hope that they would see that everything that I did came from a place of good intentions. And that the decisions I make aren't made to hurt them. And I guess I definitely have to remember that the mom that they think that they want isn't always the mom that they need. It's just hard when you know that your kids have a choice or had a choice, and you feel like some days they wouldn't have picked you if they could have gone back and changed their mind. I'm sorry. It's hard. Teenagers are hard. This thing is hard that we do. And I think I get this, I think teachers in general get a perfectionist mentality. They want the A+. We, as teachers, I feel like we were the ones that loved school the most, and we loved the good grades the most. We're people pleasers by nature, and I can't please everyone. So, okay, well, Well, that went in a different direction than I expected. And I'm sorry about that. So, just to wrap this up and to bring it back to where we were, I think we could all give each other a break a little bit. You know, VIP Kid isn't perfect. I'm not perfect. Sometimes, like in one of my videos, I call a lion a tiger for the entire video. Yeah, I call it animal dyslexia. I'll call this a dog. Okay, guys. I will see you in your own classroom, and hopefully these system issues will be solved soon enough, and I can kind of clear this up and get going. So I'll see you next time.